Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. Today is Wednesday, September 10th, and let's see. That's what the market looks like anyway. I already have it up there for you. So all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And there you go. That is the heat map. Microsoft's up a little. Nvidia's jumping up, as a matter of fact. Look at Nvidia hopping up there, looking a little better at it. Bottomed out after Oracle jumped up to records right there. So look at Oracle went nutty right now. So Oracle's popping right there. And some of the other semiconductors and them ones are popping up, like AVGO, not looking bad right there. So they do look way better. MU, as a matter of fact, and TSM and them guys. So they are looking pretty good right there, so you can keep an eye on that. Let's go through and see what our Jolie's jumpers are up to this morning, and then we'll go ahead and get through the market and see what's happening and what you guys want to look at. So here we go. ASST, we talked about it last night, and it jumped up right there. It was cruising along. This JBDI we mentioned last night, and that went crazy this morning. So that one ran up pretty big this morning. CDTG is another one that we were talking about, and that had run up there as well. And CUPR went crazy, guys, and we talked about that one last night as well. So all these guys were on the list, and look at that thing, CUPR jumping up there early this morning. So a lot of them hopping up early. GVH right here was running up yesterday and tried to continue a little more today. It didn't get up as high as it did yesterday, but it did run up a little bit this morning. And like I said, that JBDI went wild this morning, up to like $14. Saw that. Octo right here trying to get cruising. It's not really trying to get, it was trying to get set back up. We'll see. I mean, it's way up, don't get me wrong, but it did run up higher. It may spike up and get back up to that high. Let's see, Octo right here. And yeah, you're just kind of pulling back. We'll see if it wants to stay in the top. You could get a bounce back up into the top right there. SPHL, what's Springview Holdings doing this morning? They're jumping up as well, and that had a big run. And again, these things are moving awfully quick, guys. I'm not going to lie. I was up and I saw them, and they do move very fast. And wearable devices we had just been looking at the other day, and that thing spiked up yesterday and today a little bit, 231 to 268, and it's at 153 right now. So there you go with your Jolie's jumpers right there. So that is a good one. And there are some good poppers happening this morning. That AEHL, that's about to get cruising. That is rolling up there already. There you go. That's flying up as we speak right now. So that's cruising along. And what else? There you go. See, that thing's moving. AEHL, the Antelopes jumping up. JBDI, ASST, and CAMP right there is cruising. So a bunch of them moving along right there, looking pretty good. And gold has a golden 2025. It may have a golden 2026 too. S&P 500 futures rise ahead of inflation data, which is coming out today. And Oracle forecast looks to spark AI trade. U.S. stocks set to push higher as Oracle soars and Wall Street's record rise spurs growth of covered call strategies. And the stock market, S&P 500 futures inch up ahead of producer inflation data today. So there you go. And you can see that PPI and all that good stuff is today. And then the CPI is tomorrow. So that is what we're looking at in the markets right now. And let's see what's happening over here and what we have going on here. So here we go. And let's see what you guys want to look at. That JBDI up like 1,200% at the open with the 4 a.m. Warriors. And again, we saw that one last night. We gave it to you. Laptop Travel was posting it this morning and in the Discord. So the Discord is fire, guys. The night note, I mean, everything on there jumped up. If you go and look at it, everything, it's crazy what we're doing in that thing. And like I said, I'll focus on the setups because that's what I'm great at. Laptop Travel's doing his thing, Ben does his thing, Godfather does his thing, and Kyle and Luis Rodriguez has a lot of great content in there. It's just incredible and getting better each day. So be sure to sign up for that. And CoreWeave right here. Look at CRWV jumping up, and we are all over that one early as well. So There you go. A core weave still hopping up there. And let's see what else is going on. That circle's looking really good right here, guys. So keep an eye on circle. That looks like it wants to get cruising again. CRCL. And let's see, ASST merged with Strive for $1.5 billion or something crazy like that. Bitcoin's big week, Fed rate cut, hype, and all that good stuff. So there you go. And this one's cruising along as well, ASST. And AMD is up like $6 this morning, and that's popping up there and looking pretty good. So we're all kind of we're all kind of in shock. Oracle's revenue projections leave analysts slack jawed right there. Luis Rodriguez was saying, I'd say so too. Like I said, they haven't seen numbers like this since 1999, guys. And you know what happened then? Remember what I've been talking about? This bubble for like a month or two? Well, there you go, guys. There's your answer right there. Now you know what I was talking about. Oracle just showed you it's about to happen. And I was a month or two, I'm telling you, you could see what was happening. This market is not going down, guys. It's crazy what's going on. And it's just the AI and everything else just keeps it cruising. And instead of talking about it, we'll just cruise right through and check it out because our SPY is up 203 and it just keeps going up records, guys, and it's not going to stop here. It just keeps on soaring up. Apple right here, a little bit of pullback. I think you will get a bounce off. I think they screwed up their Apple Day. I think they did a big mistake by not introducing AI in every single aspect of everything they were doing. It should have been like Siri's run by AI, the iPhone's run by AI, and the stock would have went like 10,000%. It could have been like, oh yeah, we're running the iPhone through AI and a crypto treasury, and the thing would have went like berserk. That's all you have to say. And everything goes wild. But anyway, Apple screwed up yesterday. I'm telling you that right now. Amazon right here, that's getting set up. You can see it's just dipping down a little bit, but not looking bad, I would say. Google running back up. It's at its all-time highs. And Meta wasn't looking bad, and that's going to get shot up there. So, and Microsoft is trying to run back up. I think we're bottomed out there, and we're going to see that start to move. We were looking at in the video already, and that one is up right there and looking pretty good, curling up, not bad. And of course, our Tesla is looking real good, and Tesla's going to get rocking and rolling right there, guys. So there you are with your Mag 7 and AMC. Not bad right there, curling up, looking pretty good. GameStop is cruising along after earnings, and we had mentioned that looking good going into earnings. And Chewy has its earnings today, and that's pulling back. And now you see why I don't play earnings. I mean, it's like a coin flip for me, and I'd rather know exactly what's going on, and I can just play around the earnings. And Unity was pulling back just a hair. I guess it's kind of topping out up there. It's had one heck of a run. So there you go with your AMC, GameStop, Chewy, and Unity. And let's look at our Netflix right here. It is pulling back, but I'm telling you, this thing's going to continue to go up. It's just a little healthy pullback. AVGO jumping up this morning on Oracle's news right there. And QCOM as well up a little bit, but that was just getting set up. It's looking really good for QCOM. And how about Snow trying to go back up here? And that is going to roll right off the MACD and keep on cruising for Snow. PayPal just getting set up. Has a little time. It was setting up pretty fast, and then it just slowed down there, but you will get set up, so look for some good price action. And Intel right here is a little pullback to the 20, and we'll see what it wants to do as it approaches that 20. Dell right there had that nice dip. It's trying to curl back up. It's not exactly ready. I'll look at SMCI. Think I skipped it, didn't I? I don't even know what happened to SMCI and TSM. Did I even look at them? I forget. Anyway, SMCI is looking pretty good right there, and TSM right here is up and cruising along. I think I just like completely skipped over them. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at IBM because that's been cruising up. It's just hitting that 50, and like I said, you could have a little healthy pullback as it sets up there. Palantir right here. Told you that was looking good last night. That thing looks like it wants to go running again. And Sophie right here is going to get cruising, looking good. And we knew Mara and Riot were looking good. They're up a little bit. And there you go. Riot jumped up yesterday. It was looking really nice. And let's see what our Clean Spark is doing here. And that one is trying to get set up and trying to run up a little bit. MicroStrategy as well, up a little bit. And you can see that's curling up, looking good. Crypto is looking good. And don't forget that the Fed's dropping the rates next week. And we already knew that. It will be at 25. You can see it on here. It did curl right back up. They're trying to bounce, but they're not going to jump. At that look yesterday, they were trying to jump, and then they did bounce back up. So you will see a 25%, 0.25 BPS decrease there on Wednesday of next week. So that's a week away, actually, right now. So there you go. And Palantir is moving right there. MicroStrategy looking pretty good. And what about Robinhood right here? Let's see what's up with Robinhood. And there you go. It is jumping up there. Now it's got a nice channel, so you could see it possibly pull back a little bit, but not bad. And Coinbase right here is looking pretty good to continue its way up. And let's check out Webull. That's not looking as healthy as the rest of them. We'll see if it gets set back up. It was looking good there for a little while and not so well now. Space is looking good though. This SPCE, Virgin Galactic, looking nice right there. And how about your Boeing is getting set up? Oh, that one looks really good to try to get curled up there. I'll be keeping an eye on Boeing. And DJT has been looking set up here, and Fun was run up yesterday. We thought it was going to get moving. It was in a great spot right there, and Fun did run up, and then it's running up a little bit more flat today, but looking pretty good right there for Funware. And MCD right here, good old McDonald's. Just some pullback, and we'll see. It could pull back a little bit more right there. Disney's getting set up. It's just down a little bit, and we'll see how much it wants to pull back before it gets rolling. And Oxy right here is getting set up, as you can see, in oil and gas, not looking bad. There's your ExxonMobil trying to get rolling back up again. I'm not sure if that's moving or this one, but they were cruising along yesterday. And, of course, Gush won't be working yet because it's an ETFer, but keep an eye on that because oil and gas look kind of crazy. Not sure what's going on right there. And let's look and see what DXYZ is doing because that's getting set up. That's going to get cruising along real soon. And Nike right here is not looking bad at 125. It has a little more pullback in it. Could have bottomed out yesterday. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Symbotic's been getting set up and looking pretty good right there. Rivian, not as good. It had run up there. It's just a little healthy pullback. I think you'll come rolling off the MACD by have time. And Sterling right here is getting set up. You can see that bad boy. And also Sezzle's getting set up and looking pretty good to run up there. And Rhythm is what it's called. It used to be Agrify, and that's looking pretty good to roll off that MACD and run back up. So there you go with your Joe Lee's Jams and the rest of our Spy Mag 7 big caps and all them guys. And that ASST running right now, so check that one out. We were looking at that last night as well. And there you go, running up. So there you are with ASST and a bunch of them cruising along this morning. Look at this thing, AEHL. We were just talking about it, and it did fly up there. Good, nice call right there, Mr. Laptop Travel. You were just mentioning that bad boy. The antelope is running like an antelope right there. And how about that JD.com? That just jumped up a little bit. It's just getting set up to stair step its way up. Adobe right here is running up there, and they do have earnings as well coming up. Isn't that tomorrow? Yeah, September 11th. Can you believe that's tomorrow? September 11th anniversary will be tomorrow. So. And Adobe has their earnings tomorrow as well. Apple has been behind the curve with the innovation for years, Luis Rodriguez was saying. And SMCI and ARM. Where's Jim Cramer? That's what I'm saying. I mean, holy cow. ARM looks beautiful. SMCI running up there better than Dell. I mean, Dell's up a little bit more, but Dell's kind of down, has to get set up. Look at this thing. SMCI, I'd say that doesn't look bad right there. So not sure what he was looking at the moment. But anyway, and there you are, and AMD up. AMD was up, and we had talked about the rest of them. So let's see what else is going on over here. If we missed anything, we have to go through our crypto and see what's going on with that. Bitcoin's at 111, Ethereum's at 43. 230. It looks like Solana's at 220, guys. It is just cruising along, and Ripple's at 296 and getting ready to rock and roll as well. So let's take a look and see. And again, if anyone's interested in the awesome stock cube, it's 10% off. So you can use that promo code KITCO10, kick code 10. And again, they have the gold prices, platinum's at what? 1393, palladium's up. And that gives me all them prices as well. So I have them all on there. So I've been keeping an eye on the metals, and that's pretty cool too. So there you go. And Bitcoin has been staying in this one, like 110 to 112 track right here, and you can see just kind of running, but now we're getting curled up, and guys, it is looking really good right here. Ethereum's getting ready to get cruising again, and Solana is just rolling up, guys. I mean, it is just in a nice trend right there, and watch it just keep on going. So Ripple is getting ready to rock and roll. We were saying it when it was down here, and it's been running up right there. And even Doge doesn't look too bad, guys. And I know somebody was doing like some Doge treasury or something yesterday, whatever one was popping up. I forget. There's so many of them. And here is Cardano right there, not looking bad as well. And your Stellar XLM isn't looking too bad as it cruises up there. Chainlink is getting set back up, as you can see. That one wants to run. And of course, Optimism OP has been running up there for us and looking good to continue its way up. I know the ETF is way down. We have to figure out if we're going to get that thing cruising or not, because it's right there where it needs to do something. I can tell you that. So we'll have to discuss that bad boy. It's at a 486 down there. So yeah, you're about as low as you can get. And if it's going to start bouncing and rolling, it's going to be right now. So that is your ETF, and that is your crypto report right there. So that's what we're looking at. And AEHL running up like a monster right there. Look at that bad boy cruising right along. And Camp right here is running along. CAMP. Camp 4 Therapeutics, JBDI was cruising as well this morning. ASST, a bunch of them we gave you. That CCTG we gave you also, and that thing ran. So there you go. I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review. Let me see if we got to everything over here. Let me check the scanner and see what's going on and make sure that we got to everything all that you guys wanted to look at. MWYN. I'm not even sure what that is. Let's look at it though. And then that is at Merwin. We've looked at that before, not too often, but that one did jump up over 100% this morning. So these things are cruising right here. Here's that CGTL. We were talking about it last night, and that's cruising. Then that CUPR we were talking about last night, and that got ripping, and JBDI went ripping. And again, these things are fast, guys, but then they get another chance at it again. So that's why if you're not ready at 4 a.m., I think there's still a second opportunity that will come along. CCTG and this AEHL is running up the old antelope right there. And Camp ASST, a lot of them running up this morning, that's for sure. Here's your Conduit Pharmaceuticals. That's getting ready. And Raya right here, I think they do have their reverse or their hearing thing with the NASDAQ or whatever it is today. The compliance or whatever they have going on ends up being today the decision. Maybe YAAS, this one's getting ready to get cruising right here. It's way down there. And even next, let's look at this guy. This one could be next to get cruising. Look at this thing getting set up, curling up right there, and looking pretty good for NXTT. And Wolf, there are just so many of them, guys. You couldn't possibly trade them all. So you got to pick the one you like and run with it there and cruise into it. Oracle went crazy, and it's going to kick it off and get wild. And this Easy Go is trying to get really set up. Look at that big hookup. So there you go, everybody. I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review right there. Market's a little bit red, I'm not going to lie, but the SPY is up, and it's up $2. The rest of the market's down. Imagine that. And so yeah, Amazon or Nvidia holding it up right there as it usually does a lot of times, and it's getting ready to cruise back up with that Oracle news. So Look at these things looking pretty good, guys. So I would say this is one of them days where we're getting really set up and a week away from them rate cuts right there. We already know it's coming in. We already knew for like 2 months, guys, that this was happening. There was nothing in August, and I said there was definitely a rate cut in September. There wasn't even a question in my mind like a month ago or however long I've been saying it for. So YAAS, yep, this is another one. I thought that'd be a cruising too, but maybe that's going to be a tomorrow one. It is pulling back just a hair, so we'll keep an eye on this one. YAAS, it did look like it wanted to get cruising this morning. I have to agree with you on that, Laptop Travel. So there you go, everybody. And sorry, and yeah, so I'd say that's a really good pre-market review and a lot of great ones to take a look at. That's why our list was huge last night, and there were so many good ones on that list that we were looking at and that were popping up this morning. What's that Bit Farms doing this morning? That's just sitting there. That's just getting ready. And Fuel Cell right here wasn't looking too bad. It's just a little bit of pullback and Hive right there, a little healthy pullback in that other channel. So there you go, everybody. I would say that's a good market review, and that CNC is rolling up there. Holo is not looking too bad to try to get cruising as well. It's just kind of flat. It's just jumping up on the 20. It looks like it wants to get cruising now. And a lot of these quantum ones and computer hardware ones are definitely getting set up, as you can see. QMCO and some of these guys are really looking pretty good. QBTS is at D-Wave, that usually gets set up, and QUBT as well. So there you go with them, and there you go with the market right there. So we'll be keeping an eye on things, seeing what's going on, what wants to happen here. But we do have some crazy poppers running, and we'll keep you updated. And there you go, everybody. So thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence and be sure to follow along on YouTube, X, and Instagram, and like the show and all that good stuff. And thanks again. I can't thank everybody enough for tuning in and hanging out and chiming in. Luis Rodriguez, Laptop Travel, Doge Mama 9, Asian Joe Lee, everybody else that hangs out every morning. I greatly appreciate it. So we will be on tonight at 8 p.m. You guys know that. And enjoy your Wednesday. Be sure to trade smart. Lock in those profits, of course. And we'll see what's going on with our inflation right here. Our core PPI and that stuff is at 8:30 this morning. So we'll be keeping an eye on that in about an hour. So there you go, everybody. Enjoy your day. And I will keep you guys updated on what's going on. And I will catch you guys later. So be sure to trade smart, lock in your profits. Goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.